Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation focuses on diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, P0201, P0202, P0204, relevant to the Honda HRV from 2016 to 2022. These codes indicate malfunctions within the fuel injector circuits for the respective cylinders. Specifically, P0201 refers to the number 1 cylinder, P0202 to the number 2 cylinder, P0203 to the number 3 cylinder, and P0204 to the number 4 cylinder. Each cylinder is crucial for engine performance, as they are responsible for atomizing fuel for combustion. A malfunction in any of these circuits can lead to misfires, reduced engine power, increased emissions, or even engine failure. Understanding these error codes is the first step to effective diagnosis and repair. The DTCs P0201 through P0204 indicate potential malfunctions in the injector circuits. Each DTC corresponds to a specific cylinder. P0201 for the number 1 cylinder, P0202 for the number 2, P0203 for the number 3, and P0204 for the number 4. Fuel injectors play a vital role in delivering the correct amount of fuel to each cylinder for optimal combustion. The injector circuit malfunction can originate from issues such as faulty injectors, damaged wiring, or problems with the powertrain control module, PCM. Understanding the location of these components is essential. The injectors are mounted directly on the intake manifold with easy access for testing and replacement. Several factors can lead to the DTCs being triggered. First, a faulty fuel injector itself could be the primary culprit. Injectors can fail internally, affecting their resistance and functionality. Second, open circuitry is a common issue where wires may become disconnected or break, interrupting the electrical flow needed for the injectors. Third, poor connections at the injectors or within the wiring harness can lead to incomplete circuits, contributing to these error codes. A combination of these issues or isolated instances could manifest themselves in multiple cylinder error codes, emphasizing the importance of thorough diagnostics. The symptoms that may accompany these DTCs are critically important for diagnosis. Engine misfires are often the first noticeable issue, which occurs when a cylinder does not fire correctly due to a lack of fuel. This can lead to a rough idling condition and decreased performance during acceleration. Reduced engine power is a direct consequence of inefficient fuel delivery, making the vehicle feel sluggish and unresponsive. Additionally, increased emissions may result as the fuel-air mixture becomes unbalanced, causing the vehicle to fail emissions tests if not addressed. Recognizing these symptoms can aid mechanics and technicians in isolating the problem effectively. The first troubleshooting step is all about verifying the problem. Start by turning the vehicle to the on mode, but do not start the engine just yet. It's crucial here to clear the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System HDS, which resets the system and allows you to gather fresh data. After clearing the codes, start the engine and let it idle for approximately 20 seconds. This is essential to allow the engine systems to normalize and to see if the DTCs reappear. Once you've done this, check for any pending or confirmed DTCs again using the HDS to determine the presence of the fault condition. In this step, the focus shifts to testing the injector's internal resistance. First, turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode. This is crucial for safety when working with the electrical components of the vehicle. Next, disconnect the corresponding injector connector depending on the problem cylinder indicated by the DTC. Injectors are marked number 1 to number 4. With the injector connector disconnected, measure the resistance across the terminals at the injector side. Using a multimeter, Check between test points 1 and 2. If the readings fall between 9.8 to 10.8 ohms, the injector is functioning normally. Otherwise, it likely needs replacement. For step 3, the process continues with checking for any open wires in the injector circuit. Begin by again turning the vehicle to the on mode. You must ensure the injector 2P connector for the problematic cylinder remains disconnected during this portion of the troubleshooting. Measure the voltage between test points 1 and 2. If you discover battery voltage present, it indicates the wiring leading to the injector is intact. If battery voltage is absent, however, there may be an open circuit either in the IGP INJ, IGP main, or FI main relay outwire. This would require tracing the wiring back for repairs to ensure signal and power reach the injector. The fourth step focuses on determining if there is continuity within the wiring. Start by turning the vehicle to the off, lock mode for safety. Make sure the injector connector for the problematic cylinder is still disconnected. Now, check for continuity between connector test points 1 and 2. If continuity is present, it indicates that the wiring is intact and you can proceed to the next step. Conversely, if continuity is absent, it suggests a break or fault in the wiring leading from the injector to the PCM or ground, which would need repairs before continuing further diagnostics. In step 5, you'll focus on checking for potential shorted wires. You need to begin by jumping the SCS line using the HDS, which helps to isolate issues more effectively. After jumping the SCS, disconnect the PCM connector, specifically PCM connector C, 51P. With the injector 2P connector disconnected as well, you can now measure continuity between test points 1 and 2. If continuity exists, it indicates that a short is present in the injector wiring, requiring repairs to restore function. If continuity does not exist, it implies the wiring is still intact, which allows you to move on to potentially updating the PCM software or substituting a known good PCM as necessary. The final troubleshooting step involves another round of continuity checks, this time to confirm that the INJ wire is functional. As with the previous steps, start by jumping the SCS line with the HDS and then disconnecting the PCM connector C, 51P. With the injector 2P connector for the problem cylinder disconnected, check for continuity between test points 1 and 2, where test point 2 corresponds to the appropriate PCM terminal for the cylinder in question. If continuity is confirmed, the wiring is functional, allowing for potential updating of the PCM software or substitution with a known good unit to see if it resolves the DTC. If continuity fails to exist, it signifies an open wire that must be repaired before the system will operate correctly. After completing repairs based on the previous troubleshooting steps, verifying that the system is functioning correctly is essential. Begin with restarting the engine and allowing it to idle for a few moments. Once you've done this, use the HDS to check for any remaining DTCs. If no DTCs reappear, it confirms that the repairs were successful and the injector circuit is now functioning correctly. However, if any DTCs return, it indicates an underlying issue that must be addressed, potentially necessitating further diagnostic steps or repairs. Confirmation of repair is vital to ensure the vehicle is operating as intended and can prevent future engine performance issues. Preventive maintenance can mitigate the recurrence of issues related to injector circuit malfunctions. Regular inspections of fuel injectors can help detect any degradation before it results in complete failure. Checking wiring connections as part of routine vehicle maintenance is equally important. ensuring all connectors are secure and free from corrosion. Additionally, keeping the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, software updated can resolve performance-related issues and is crucial for ensuring the vehicle runs smoothly. Taking proactive measures can greatly extend the life of the ignition and fuel injection systems and enhance overall vehicle performance. In conclusion, understanding the details surrounding DTC's P0201, P0202, P0203, and P0204 is critical for effective diagnosis and repair for the Honda HRV. A systematic approach to troubleshooting that carefully examines the electrical systems related to fuel injectors can pinpoint issues effectively. It's equally important to recognize the symptoms to best identify problems early. Regular maintenance not only assists in spotting potential issues, but also supports the longevity of the vehicle systems. By understanding these principles, vehicle technicians can ensure that repairs are efficiently conducted, greatly improving vehicle reliability and performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.